Welcome to the Assent Podcast, Episode 1, an Introduction. This is a podcast about assenting to the right principles. What is assenting, you might ask? Assenting is simply an expression of agreement. What's the big deal about expressing agreement? Well, that comes down to particulars. In Stoicism, a classic philosophical system of living, there are 3 disciplines, and the first is the discipline of assent. The famous Stoic Epictetus said, "It is better by assenting to truth to conquer opinion than by assenting to opinion to be conquered by truth." Life just seems to turn out better when we assent to the truth and do not get misled. For the Stoics, there are 4 stages we go through before we give assent to a thing. First, a thing happens. Second, we form a snap judgment of that thing. Money, good. Wait, it was taken. Ah, cool, magic. Third, we present that judgment to our guiding principles, whatever they may be. How does this thing that just happened fit into the way we see the world? And then we make a choice. Assent, reject, or withhold judgment. But wait, what if our guiding principles are bad? Or even worse, what if we don't have any guiding principles? Good news, you found the Assent Podcast, a podcast about honing our guiding principles and improving our abilities to assent to the truth. Stephen Covey wrote, "There are 3 constants in life: change, choice, and principles. We can always change for good or for bad. The choice is yours." Let me introduce you to some helpful principles. Live purposefully. Work to develop skills. Value people and build relationships. Navigate your environment to add value. Use resources with discipline. If you can get these principles to line up and point in the same direction, towards the same goals, you can find crazy success. These principles have been useful in my life, and they can be applied to your life and your work and in your community. So who am I? To know anything about me, you must first know that I am a child of God. This doesn't mean this is a preachy podcast. A lot of the content and topics will not be religion-oriented. But as we're going to discover, it is important that we establish a solid foundation. My foundation is God. My name is Christopher Clay. I live in the mountain state of West Virginia. I am a Christian, husband, father of 4. I work in healthcare finance. In my free time, I write and consult. My consulting agency is Assent Services, and you are listening to the Assent Podcast, a podcast about purpose, skills, people, environment, and resources. I hope this podcast will be educational, inspiring, fun, and something you look forward to each week. I'll post helpful resources below or in the notes, and as always, help me out by liking and subscribing to this podcast. Let me know what you think in the comments. What did you like? Where could I make this podcast better?